breaking news on Moderna and Merck. These companies hitting a major milestone in the race to develop personalized cancer vaccines. Moderna's mRNA vaccine given with Merck's Keytruda meeting both primary goals in a phase 3 melanoma trial, reducing the risk of cancer returning or spreading in high-risk patients. This news sending Moderna's share soaring 177% in one day. Merck jumped more than 12%, hitting a record high last week. Joining me now to tell us much more, Moderna CEO Stéphane Bancel. Congratulations on this.
Thank you so much.
Incredible news, incredible news. Let's first talk about this partnership. This was the phase 3 trial results. When do you expect to publish the details of the phase 3 trial so that everyone can get a deeper look into what you and Merck have accomplished with this?
Good morning, and thank you so much for the invitation. So we expect this to be very soon. I'm talking a couple months. We just got the data last week. We need to do a lot of data cleanup. Of course, we want this data to be presented not only in a top quality medical journal, so everybody can look at the data, but also at the medical conference, an oncology medical conference very soon.
And are you planning to file for FDA approval sooner rather than later?
Yes, of course, because everything counts for patients. The teams have already been taking risk and writing part of the dossier for the FDA. We were waiting for the phase 3 data, so now the team are very actively engaged, and we're going to be talking to the regulators very, very soon.
I was going to say, so that could be this year?
Not this year approved, but
okay.
We are already trying to file as fast as we can and hopefully to get the drug approved next year. So next year, American patients can benefit from that innovation.
Have you had a conversation yet with Secretary Kennedy about all of this and these results?
Not directly with the secretary.
Okay, you've not spoken to him directly. Let's talk about what these trials done, because, you know, when you look back at, I mean, it was incredible the jump that you had of 177%. Back when you first came out with the COVID vaccine, I remember your company had a $200 billion market cap. Now, you know, there's questions in the analyst community about whether or not that this trial will carry through to other cancers. Let's talk about that, because next up for you, you said, was going to be kidney cancer. How do you replicate what happened with the melanoma study into, let's be honest, more severe cancers like kidney, pancreatic, lung, liver cancers? Because some of these cancers don't necessarily respond to, you know, to the immunosuppressive drugs. How does that work, and what do you hope to find?
Yes, so one of the important findings that we shared at ASCO, the big medical conference in the spring this year, is that we have now proof that we can reprogram T cells. Those are the cells in our immune system that basically go and attack cancer. We've shown that. There was a lot of very exciting discussions at the conference. And now with a phase 3 study, what we have is a second piece of a puzzle, which is those T cells not only attack your cancer cells, but they have clinically meaningful impact in the outcome that we announced last week. And so we really think this is going to be able to replicate across several tumors. We have to run the clinical studies, of course, first to prove it, and also to show how good it is compared to standard of care. But we believe that it's going to improve standard of care. The only question now is by how much.
And I think, again, the question still remains, and this will be fascinating to watch your work, is, again, you know, because melanoma, correct me if I'm wrong, is more of a treatable cancer, correct?
Correct.
Than these other types of cancers.
Historically, there's a lot of cancers, melanoma, lung, kidney, bladder, have responded to immunotherapy. So our beliefs with our partner Merck is by adding intismeran, which is the personalized treatment that Moderna is developing, to teach your T cell how to attack your cancer cell. That should improve on Keytruda, which is the amazing drug that Merck has in immunotherapy. Again, we need to run the clinical studies to know by how much, but we believe it's going to have a clinical impact.
Because, you know, one analyst at RBC Markets wrote that, you know, Moderna could be the next cancer company, that you would no longer potentially be a vaccine maker. Do you think that that's a fair assessment of where you're at right now?
If you look at the company, since day one, we try to use our technology across many therapeutic areas. Infectious disease vaccine, of course, cancer. We have a program in late-stage study for rare genetic disease for those children that are born with a disease that is a damage of their DNA that gives them a very terrible disease. And we should expect, before the end of this year, that data in late-stage study as well. And we've announced in June we're also going into autoimmune disease. So what actually you see is what we've always had the vision of since the beginning, which is how do we use this technology to help humans across many, many therapeutic areas. So last week was a big step forward. We became an oncology company. But I think by the end of the year, we should also become a rare genetic disease company.
Interesting. So not just cancer, but rare genetic diseases. And I think that is where mRNA technology has been so incredible to watch since the pandemic, when you really first jumped onto the scene. And of course, we were in a pandemic at the time. Last year we saw that the federal government was pulling back funding for mRNA research. And many analysts, many doctors, many executives like yourselves were very concerned without having that government funding for the research and development that there was going to be a slowdown in what mRNA can do and what it can cure. How do you feel about that right now, about that funding? And do you think that more funding should come from the government?
So I think the government has an active role to play in taking risk for really innovative medicine. And indeed, if you think about what's happening around the world, we know, for example, that in China, there's a lot of mRNA investments. The technology has already proven itself during COVID with a vaccine, now with cancer, as I said, very soon in rare genetic disease. And I think that we want to make sure that there is investment, because those investments in the long term help American patients.
Well, we still have people across this country that die from the flu, from the regular flu. And you just got FDA approval, speaking of, for Mflusiva. This is the first mRNA-based flu vaccine. We've never seen this before, which is fascinating that we've ever had approved. And you say that you expect this to be available for this season, for this 2026-27.
That's correct. 2 weeks ago, the FDA approved a product, which we are very thankful for the FDA teams for the great work they have done. And this vaccine is interesting because as it uses mRNA technology, it is a perfect match that we can design in a vaccine that matches the strain circulating not in Europe, but circulating in America. Also, the existing technology for flu vaccines are basically egg-based. And the problem with that old technology is that sometimes when you produce the vaccine, it changes the sequence of the virus that is circulating. So it's not as effective. As you know, sometimes people get a flu shot and it doesn't really work. Well, the mRNA technology, again, is going to be able to really target very precisely, like in the case of cancer. And that's where we think our new flu product is going to be very helpful to protect American, especially elderly.
As I was going to say, it's 50 and older.
Correct.
Those that are 50 and older. And I want to go back to something else that I think has come up is the manufacturing. How do you do all of this from a manufacturing standpoint? Because if you're going to make a custom vaccine for each cancer patient, what kind of time frame is that going to be? I mean, and there's also some concerns about the cost. I mean, I've seen estimates that this full treatment, whether it's for melanoma or another cancer, depending on where your trials go, that we could be looking at $300,000 to $500,000 for one course of treatment. Where do you stand with this? And do those numbers kind of ring true for you right now?
Sure, it's a great question. So the team has done an amazing job to shrink the manufacturing process, the machines, because it's the same technology that when we make millions of doses in one reactor, but now we made only a couple dozen doses for you. So the team was able to do that. It's actually happening in America, in Massachusetts, in a factory that we build and that is ready to go. In terms of the cost, because it's not using human material like CAR-T cell therapy is a very expensive price because it's a very expensive manufacturing process. In our case, it's all used with enzyme, it's in water. It's a very different thing. So as we'll get the data, we'll get closer to discussing, pricing. But we don't have the very high cost of goods that the cell therapy products have.
You posted $145 million in second quarter numbers in revenue in particular, and that was slightly above what you had shown the street last year, $782 million net loss. And so obviously there are many questions about when can you really start to generate, profits, hence the excitement around this new treatment. But at the same time, one analyst said that they're looking at low single-digit billions in annual sales by 2032, which maybe wouldn't be enough, I would think, to cover the R&D. So how do you factor? You're doing amazing things to cure disease, and it's exciting what you've done with Merck, but at the same time, continue to be a profitable company and give that ROI back to your analysts and your investors. For sure. And so if you look at it, we have basically invested the proceeds that we had during the COVID pandemic into research because we want to have new medicine like in cancer to help people. If you look at the last few years, we've actually reduced our losses every year, and we're already on a nice trajectory to grow the sales again this year.
on the respiratory vaccines. And so when you have respiratory vaccines growing, including next year, we should have a big opportunity in Europe. We just spoke about the flu. And then you add the cancer on top of that. We actually feel really good about how the company is going to be growing in the next few years.
Do you worry that you're going to have to justify the valuation of your company where it is today over the next 12 months? Are you concerned about that at all?
I think if you look at the company, we are in businesses that have very long tails. The infectious disease viruses are not going to leave the planet. So as we have an aging population, we're going to have more and more need for actually vaccination to protect the elderly or people at high risk. Cancer, this is going to be also a very important franchise for us. We just spoke about rare genetic disease. Those franchises also have very long tail. So if you think about Moderna, where a lot of large companies are worried about their patent expiry and how do they replenish a pipeline, we have such an abundant pipeline because our platform is working. It's working in a lot of therapeutic area. And so I think we're going to have a lot of growth for a really long time.
Before you go, just a simple question for patients out there that are watching this. And again, everyone's been touched by cancer in our country. From the identification of a tumor to the production of the vaccine, how long do you think that would take?
That should be less than 2 months.
2 months?
Yes, less than 2 months.
Okay. It is incredible what you and Merck are doing, and we're certainly going to be following it. And we're going to be watching, of course, and looking forward to the published results from phase 3 of this trial.
Thank you so much.
All right, Stéphane Bancel, thank you so much for being with me this morning. I appreciate it. We'll be right back, everybody.